Hey everyone, welcome to Weld.com. I'm Mancub. The other day I had someone ask me, hey Mancub, how much should I charge for my welds?
Hey Mancub, how much should I charge for my welds?
Do you know what I told the guy? I said, are you a good welder? Are you lazy? Do you cut corners? Today, Mancub will show you 5 different ways to charge more money for your welds. All right, let's go make some money. As you can see, this welder really didn't care how his welds were turning out. He was basically tuning his machine in while he was welding on the customer part. That's a big no-no, so don't ever do that. Tip number 1 is grab a piece of scrap, tune your machine on the piece of scrap. Obviously, this is a piece of crap now, so we're gonna go ahead and tune our machine in on this piece of scrap. Right there, sounds like I need a couple more volts. That sounds good, but I'm gonna run about a good 2-inch speed now. Okay, I got the machine all tuned in. I'm running 18.2 volts, 181 wire feet speed. I'm gonna go ahead and tack this up, these 2 parts, and we're gonna just go ahead and run this, and I'm gonna show you what the weld will look like just by tuning your machine in. Doesn't that weld look a lot better? Just by setting your machine on a piece of scrap will help you produce a better weld. So tip number 2 is remove your mill scale. Just by doing this will increase your arc characteristics, reduce your smoke, and also reduce your spatter. See, that was easy. It just took a couple seconds to clean the mill scale off. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack this up. Then I'm gonna show you how much better the weld will look.
Ooh, so crisp.
I bet you guys already could tell the difference. So reduced smoke is right here, less spatter. If you look right here and look right here, a lot less spatter. And also you can hear the crisp of the arc. It sounds way better. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is anti-spatter. You guys already noticed we got a lot of spatter everywhere. So look how easy this is. We're gonna just spray it on there and we're done. That will get rid of all our BBs. So let's go ahead and weld this out and I'll show you what it looks like. Look, just by doing that, spraying the anti-spatter on, it reduced the BBs all the way down to nothing. But you see a little bit of BBs, but I guarantee they're not even stuck on. So we're just gonna wipe this off. Look, see? Look how easy that little trick was. Simple and easy, and it's cheap too. That's how we're gonna get rid of BBs. Tip number 4 is backstepping. As you guys probably noticed already, my corners are humped up. That's from me starting, and basically your puddle's really cold. And then when you take off, then your puddle warms up, then it wets out at the end. That's why you get a crater, and you gotta pause to fill it up. Well, we backstep, move from the left to right and keep going counterclockwise if you drag. And basically your puddle's so hot when you're coming off of it to let off your trigger, the puddle's so hot, it basically runs into your cold start and it flattens it all out. So what do you think, guys? Yeah, it looks a lot better. See how this one's really humped up? I mean, it's like double the size and it's not as nice. You can tell this one looks very, very nice and uniform. You don't have no hump up or anything. That looks nice and uniform. That's what we want. So that brings us to tip number 5. So on backstepping, you're always gonna have one humped up, all right? That's better than having 4 humped up. Tip number 5 is grinding your tacks or reducing the size of them. So just by grinding your tacks will eliminate all the pregnant worms. So I'm gonna make 4 tacks. 2 of them are gonna be small, and the other 2 I'm gonna make like I've been making them. I'm gonna just show you how I grind them out, and we're just gonna go ahead and weld it. So you can see how little these tacks are. So I'm gonna flip this around here. You see how big these ones are? So I'm gonna show you how to grind, how much to grind, and then we're gonna go ahead and weld it. All we're doing is grinding our tack where it's almost where you can't see it, but just a little bit of meat where it can still hold the piece of metal together. And same thing as this one, we're just gonna grind it where it's gonna hold the piece of metal together. It's that simple. So we're just grinding this and feathering it out and making it where it's not humped up and big. You gotta be careful how you grind, make sure you're not gouging in this tube and gouging in that plate. So just be careful. So on our last step, we eliminated all the big humps. There's no little humps here at all. So that's very good. We didn't have to grind or nothing. The last little tip I got, it's a little pro tip, bonus tip. Take your wire brush and always clean up your welds. Always. Take your time. If you gotta spend 10 minutes, spend 10 minutes. It's gonna look that much better. See the difference just by wire brushing it? It makes it look a lot better. So this brings us back to our original question.
Hey, man cub, how much should I charge for my weld, sir?
Well, here you have it. You got your 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on. It's all about good craftsmanship, skills, practice. Don't be lazy and don't cut corners. I hope this helps. Learning is key. Stay safe and stay healthy. I appreciate you watching. See you next time.